All right, welcome. This is the IM1 Honors Module 4 Review Packet Solution. Here I'm going over the last page. Basically, it's page 5 and 6, okay? All right, here you have Michael rode his skateboard for 3 miles for 15 minutes, and Julian ran for 8 miles in 1 hour. Who has the greatest average speed? Please notice when you are trying to compare things, they have to be in the same units. In this case, this is problematic because this is in minutes, but this is in hours. Okay, so I decided to use hours. So Michael is 12 miles in 60 minutes. How did I do that? I multiply. There are different ways of doing this. So how do you go from minutes to hours? You have to multiply this by 4. Because multiply this by 4 gets you 60 minutes. And 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Multiply this by 4. This gets you 12 miles. Okay? That's how I got this. And Juliana is the same thing as 8 miles in 1 hour. Okay? So, who goes faster? Someone who goes 12 miles per hour or 8 miles per hour? It would be Michael because he covered more miles. Michael ran faster because he covered more miles in the same hour, in the same time, which is 1 hour. Graph the speed for Michael and Juliana. Okay? That is Michael. He ran 12 miles in 1 hour, or Juliana, which is 8 miles in 1 hour. Do you see how the slope here is greater than for Michael, which is in red? Juliana is blue. So notice the red is higher. Okay, so there you go. I didn't have to change my answer. All right. Next, Ryan is a pilot that is flying from LAX in Los Angeles to JFK in New York. The distance in miles from the two airports can be found using this expression below, where T represents the number of hours it takes to fly from the two airports. Using the answer, so what do the terms represent? Okay, notice that it says something very crucial here. Okay, the expression tells us the what? Distance. So this is going to be equal to distance, correct? That means the units here has to be distance, and it has to minus another distance. Okay, so the value of the expression represents this has to be distance. The 280 is the distance. That is your distance between the airport. Minus this, the 550 t, which is also the distance. All right, but 2, what is just the 550? What is it? So I just want to clarify something for you. If this is the distance, okay, this is the time, and this would be the rate or the average speed. Okay, there you go. Okay, but make sure you understand the units because the units help you guide the problem. Good. All right. If you have any questions, just let me know. Okay. But this is the total is distance. It says it right there. So this has to be distance. The 550t also has to be distance, right? And how do we get this distance? This distance depends on time multiplied by the average speed or the rate. Okay. Here, quick thing. You know, this question should remind you of in the task. Remember the pool draining question? It started off at like 10,000 and it minus the rate in which you were like pouring water. Okay, just think about that. All right, that's why it's the minus. Okay. All right. Solving for temperature. Again, you're trying to get F alone. There's a lot of ways of doing this, okay? So I'm going to multiply both sides by 9 over 5 because watch what happens here. All right? Watch. Let me show you. 9 over 5 times 5 over 9. So 9 times 5 is 45. 5 times 9 is 45, which simplifies to just 1. That's why this, boom, cancels out. Boom, cancels out. So you just get 9 over 5c. Right hand side, you just get f minus 32. Plus 32 to both sides, you get 9 over 5c plus 32. Please understand here, you can't do this. You can't do 95c plus 32. You cannot write this as like, what is that? 9, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Do not be 42 over 5c. Do not say it's this. You cannot add these two. This has a variable. This is a constant. This does not work. Bad. Okay. Would be correct for the lateral equation. All right. Next, the Twitch streamer earns $4,000 a month from Twitch for being a Twitch affiliate, plus an additional $5 per subscription for viewers. At the end of the year, he only works a total of 10 months because he took some time off. As a result, earns a total of $62,000. Right, inequality that can be used to determine the number of subscriptions that he earns for the entire year. Please understand that this comes from here. Let me show you. Right, this is your total that goes right there, and he earns a total of. Normally it's an equal sign, but here it's an inequality, so he has to at least make that much. Okay, all right, so he can go up to 6,600. Here it is per, so this is the rate, and this is the fixed amount. But how did I get 4,000? Okay, oops, sorry. But how did I get 4,000? Okay. Notice how many months did he work? He worked for 10 months. So it is $400 per month for 10 months. That's how you got the fixed amount of 4,000 right here. Again, this is the fixed amount. Okay, because every month he makes $400. Okay. Next, you're going to solve for the inequality. Here's your equation. Minus 400 from both 4,000 from both sides because that was your fixed amount. You get 58,000. $5 per subscription. Divide by 5, you get X. X is less than or is greater than 11,600. So he needs to have at least 11,600 subscriptions to make this. Please understand, this is the reason why like people like Ninja or famous streamers can make a lot of money, because it's actually not hard to actually make this, to have this much subscriptions. Okay, that's why a lot of people think being a streamer is very you make a lot of money, which you do. Okay, next, here's the formula. The formula for force is given by F equals ma. You're going to solve for the acceleration of the variable a. So F equals ma. Divide by m because you're trying to get a alone. Okay, this should cancel out. So F equals to m, that gets you a. So acceleration is equal to your mass. Your acceleration is equal to your force divided by your mass. 2. The force applied over a distance, variable d, is considered work, w. The equation is displayed below. Solve for the acceleration variable of a when given the work equation. So work is considered distance times your force. Please understand that your force is your mass times acceleration. Why would you do that? Well, it says a, right? So you need a here somewhere. That's why you made that substitution. So work is equal by your distance times your mass times your acceleration. You're trying to get acceleration alone, so you're going to divide by distance and mass to get acceleration alone. So work divided by your distance, work divided by the distance and mass is equal to your acceleration. There you go. Okay? Those are all your solutions. You want to make sure you make this substitution here because, again, you're trying to get A. And A isn't a period when you look at this. All right? So there you go. Those are your solutions for the review packet for Module 4. You're welcome.